Hello there, welcome back to the channel. Today we're out here in Bradshaw Mountains. We're going to this old mine site. It was actually one of the first strikes in this area. The mine, unfortunately, was bulldozed when there was a big fire that came through here many years ago. All the buildings were also destroyed in this fire. There's not much to this place except a couple old vehicles and a trommel and a conveyor, but it's still pretty cool. I've always wanted to do a video on it. I have been here before, but we're here. This is probably my fourth time here. So we're walking down the trail right now, and we'll get there in a minute and we'll see what's there. There's not much, but it's pretty cool. Okay, so here it is. Like I said, there's not much here except for a school bus, a dump truck, your little trommel. Pretty cool spot. Nothing seems to have changed since I've been here. The school bus probably has a few more bullet holes in it than it did last time, but... So in August of 1870, they really started doing their mining. They had 112 ounces of gold. The miners returned to Prescott, Arizona. And gold at that time is about $17 an ounce, so their gold was worth about $1,900, which is, for back in the day, back in those times, is pretty cool. And the miner says he was the richest gold mine in the world. So here's your bus. So, yeah, out of order. So someone sold part of this mine to another company, to another individual for about $1,000. They bought a 4-stamp mill, about 20 tons of ore. They ended up with about 116 ounces of gold. And then they moved their stamp mill around to service other mining claims. In December, this area was being timbered and contained over 30 knowledgeable miners. There were a lot of miners around this area. It said it was to be the richest area in the world. From $5 to $20 were made a day with those who panned for gold. So that's a lot back in the day. And now, September 1871, the stamp mill was left here at this mine site. Lack of water prevented the mill from running. 1871, they ran their mill for about 72 hours and made about $700. So it allowed them to run the mill for a little more. 1872, the mill was running at full capacity, about 50 ounces every day. And then 1873, ore from this mine was being sent to the mill. And then, so just keep mining, keep mining. 1873, there was another mine. So there's a lot of mining going on in this mountain range, and if you know what I'm talking about, the mines were pretty rich back then. So this mine shut down. I don't know when the mine shut down, but it probably stopped being profitable for some reason. But yeah, here's the bus. This thing used to have tires and wheels on it. I've seen older pictures that looked a lot better. But here's the inside of it. Everything's pretty much gone. It's the same way as I last saw it. It's a final resting place here. Here's your motor. See if we can get an idea of starter. Looks like it was a straight 6. Yep. Straight 6. Not sure what kind of motor it was. This thing used to be yellow. Over time it's faded more gradually. This was a Superior, a bus called Superior. And let me tell you, it's a beautiful day out here. Better than being down in the valley for sure. Very cool. I'm gonna go ahead and guess this is buses from the 50s and 60s, maybe even earlier. I'm sure I could put up a photo on Google Lens and it'll tell me exactly the year. Wonder if this was an international. I'm not sure. If anyone knows what type of bus this is and when the year could have been, please let me know. Okay, so going over here, I'm not sure what this is. Then here's your dump truck, your trommel, and your conveyor. Here's your dump truck. Let's see if you can tell what kind of motor's in here. Another straight 6. That's a GM. It looks like. Huh, interesting. Obviously, pretty sure it was a gasser.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I think she'll run again, huh?
Sure, why not?
Just give her a little bit of work, you know. You'd be surprised. I've seen motors that have been sitting abandoned for many years run again. They just need the parts, put them back together.
That's it.
I'm sure there's, unless things have fallen down to the motor, I'm sure there's,
yeah.
You know, like over here, you know, your water pump.
Yeah. This here's the water pump?
I'm pretty sure that was the water pump. Usually they're on the front of the motor. I could be wrong. Actually, no, I think your water pump is actually that thing right down there that I'm pointing the camera at, below.
Okay.
That might be, I think your thermostat was in there. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is a 6-cylinder.
Just needs a paint job, it'll be alright.
Yeah, it should be alright.
I don't know.
This is the manual. There's your gas and your brake and your clutch right there. This was probably your, here's your shifter, and your dump levers are over there. And there's some there's something in the bed here. Let's see if we can climb up and get a view of it. So correct me if I'm wrong. I know I am sometimes. I don't know everything. Could be a sluice run. The material would catch in here. The smaller bits and everything else would wash away. That's what I'm guessing it is. You have your water pipe right here. Yeah, I think it's a sluice run, but like I said, I'm not 100% sure. Sluice box, sluice run. And here's your trommel up here. See some, looks like some waste rock piles over there. Looks like there could have been a portal over there at one point. But when the fire came through, everything just decimated everything.
And when was this fire?
I'm not sure. Let me, I'll have to look it up on my phone. We got some service up here. Okay, so I was just doing, looking on the internet here, and that bus is, it's a 1956, and it was used to bus miners up to the mine in the 70s. So I was correct about the year, like a 50s, 60s, yep, 1956. But it's interesting, it was used to bus the miners up here in the 70s. So all the structures that were here were burned away in the 2012 Gladiator fire. So they're gone, these buildings. And it's really a shame. Yeah. But at least there's still some stuff here to see. At least there's still stuff here to see at this mine site. It's hard to tell where the building used to be. There's your trommel. Then you would have rock going here, rock coming out. I'm not sure if this was its final resting place or it was somewhere else. I'm pretty sure this is where it's at. Your conveyor would be here. I can imagine a lot more of it is buried underneath this waste rock pile right here. It probably went all the way in over there.
Yeah.
There's no way it was this short. Still has it's just missing the rubber. And it looks like it was not like that. This thing looks like it bent. Yeah, it looks like it could have bent. Or maybe not. Maybe it was hinged over here. No. It looks like this could have bent. Because this thing was supposed to be more up at one point. You can see where it bolted together. This was electric powered. See your controller over there. Now I'm gonna go to the top of this waste rock pile here to see if I see anything. I've never been up there before. Oh yeah. It keeps going. It's just buried completely underneath this thing. That must have been the water tank for the mine. Some timbering, not timbering, some sheet metal. So rains also washed a lot of this away, unfortunately. Oh wow. We got a tank, we got a lot of corrugated sheet metal. We got a motor here that powered something at the site. Another straight 6. Inline 6. Yeah, so those are the remains of a building down there. It's really a shame this fire came through. A lot of stuff just gone. History gone. Very sad. Yeah, there's not much up here. You tell there are a bunch of ruins there from a building. I'm not sure how many buildings there were on this property, but yeah, everything's gone. Alright guys, well that's going to conclude this short little adventure here at this old mine site. It's really a shame the fire got to it. I'm sure it was caused by some careless idiot who didn't put their fire out or something. Or it could have been caused naturally. I don't really recall reading anything about how it started, but not a lot around here, but it was still pretty cool to see the old bus, the trommel, and the dump truck, and some random little relics laying around here and there. But anyways, that's going to be a wrap for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. We'll see you in the next one.